SEAL officer Eric Prince. Eric, thanks very much for being here. Your reaction to this week and these long-range missiles sparking Russia's response?
There's no good outcome to this war. It needs to de-escalate and be done. There's no chance that Ukraine is going to retake its land, the Donetsk, the Luhansk, the areas in the east, certainly not the Crimea. It's been a fool's errand for the last year and a half. And all we're doing is wiping out the next generations of Ukrainian men and Russian men, for that matter. Imagine if there was this kind of border clash with Mexico, and there were Russian-provided weapons being fired inside the United States. There's no way we would tolerate that. This needs to be wound down soon, and I really hope President Trump can get on it literally from day one. I wish they could do pre-meetings, but even the way the Democrats pulled the whole Russiagate nonsense in 2016, I'm sure the Trump administration is hesitant to have that level of contact, but they need to, because clearly Biden, not ready to run for president again, not mentally up to the job, and clearly Kamala Harris is not either up to the job. This needs to be brought to an end by adults. Enough.
So why was Biden doing what he did, authorizing these long-range missiles, while he's almost out the door?
To me, it's like a drowning man grabbing at any rope that might be available to him, thinking that it might somehow push the Russians to play nicer or something. There is really no practical reason. The fact is, the Russians fired a ballistic missile that carried 9 warheads going Mach 9 that there was no means to shoot down. And even with non-nuclear, the kinetic force is enormous. And those could have just as easily, it was a sign, it was a reminder by the Russians, we can smack you anywhere with nukes, and maybe that's what's coming next. So this is not a game that needs to be played any longer. Wow. It is grossly irresponsible.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? The one and only James Williams, Dark Waters, and I'm back. And let's talk about the Ukrainian war. And more importantly, let's talk about how crazy these generals are and how crazy the leadership is around the world. So let's start here. This will be hitting the news probably everywhere. Alex has launched the assault on this, and I believe that Alex is 100% right in launching an assault on the fact that other foreign nations are suggesting that the U.S. should return the Cold War nuclear weapons to the Ukraine. But I want you to look at this scenario like this. Vladimir Putin has already came out and said that if America gave long-range weapons to the Ukraine and gave them permission to use those long-range weapons, that it would lead to nuclear war. And so imagine this cup right here is the Russian nerves. So these jackasses come out and suggest that, yeah, maybe we should give them, now notice, we should return their nuclear weapons to them from the Cold War. So they start shaking the cage of Putin. Now, Putin already done mollywopped them boys for shooting a couple of missiles. And so we have this brinksmanship going on that literally makes no damn sense. These people are crazy. So you already done hit them with some old space age, close encounters type weapon that we all see fall from the sky and boom, 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 boom. And so now they come back. That was last week. This week, they start the week off with this foolishness. And it's amazing that on The View, everybody's calling Donald Trump a liar. The news media is focused on his cabinet, but nobody's holding Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and the Biden administration accountable for the dumb crap that they're doing. And this is what I want to say. Could this lead to World War III? Yes. If it does lead to World War III, you don't stand a chance, because there's been no allocations made to defend the American people from war. You don't have no place to go and hide. The average city doesn't have an underground bunker. It doesn't have any food resources set aside to protect or save its citizens. So if this get to popping off, you might as well just consider yourself dead. Say your prayers while the nukes is on their way, repent, and die. That's what it means for the American people, just to be clear with you. And that's what it means for the pundits in the news. So you got Joy Behar and damn Sonny Hostin and Whoopi Goldberg on there constantly on the attack. They ain't talking about none. Them heifers gonna die too. All the people on CNN, you gonna die. MSNBC, dead. And this is what I don't think these people have come to understand. They've given cover to the deep state with their lies and their craziness, and you are going to die. Jay-Z, dead. Diddy, dead. All y'all dead. Let's say you do have the ability to get some inside information. You get to your underground bunker. Now, Jay-Z, you locked in there with Beyonce ass 24/7. Her sister that you was fighting in the elevator, locked in there 24/7. The earth is a nuclear wasteland. You ain't coming back up on a planet in your lifetime. You're going to be underground the entirety of your life. And those people who do survive, they coming for you. This is the craziest thing about this. Why these people are playing these ridiculous games. I said this on one of my live streams. I said, man, it's almost like America need to get hit for America to understand this. It's truly almost like they need to get hit. So this article goes into General Milley saying that there needs to be some kind of peace agreement. But the problem is, according to them, you can read the article for yourself. The problem, according to them, in order for Ukraine to have some kind of peace agreement where they can enforce peace, where they have the ability to have peace, they need a nuclear weapon. So what you're trying to tell me is you won't give a nuke to the people that Russia said, we don't want them people with long-range weapons. But you're proposing, and this is the most important thing, this is them proposing to give them a nuclear weapon. So this hits the news. And the media is not covering it. I think now that Alex is covering it, it's going to take off in social media, and then that's from social media, the news media is going to have to cover this. But you're proposing that you cross the red line by giving them an old-ass nuke. Now, in this article, it also states that the things that Joe Biden has said that he wants to give them will not get to them prior to Donald Trump getting in office. So it says that although we want to give them mines, we want to give these, a lot of this stuff won't arrive in the Ukraine in the next 60 days. So here's what we got going on. We got the news media floating to see how the American people will react to us giving Ukraine nuclear weapons. Well, at the same time, poking Vladimir Putin in the eye like this. Come here, Putin. Let me poke you in the eye. Poke you. Trying to get him to get it popping. And then we have these European leaders, specifically the UK and France, two weak little boys. Both those leaders sitting there saying, yeah, go ahead and do it. Yeah, we'll do it. While they're simultaneously saying they're going to send troops into the Ukraine to fight the war. Not understanding that, bro, all it takes for this man to do is just hit y'all. Wow. And here's the worst thing about the British soldiers, the French soldiers. All they're going to do is go there and die. They're literally going to go there and get blown up. Because their governments is run by a bunch of weak, girly men. Point blank, period. So, we going into Thanksgiving, and I want you guys to be mindful of this. You see these holiday weekends and weeks when you ain't paying attention to what's going on, it's the perfect time for somebody to bomb something. Because you're sitting at home, you're watching a football game, you're eating your turkey that costs 3 times the price of what it used to cost 4 years ago. And if I wanted to get America's attention, because I think that's where we're at now, if I want to get America's attention and make sure y'all understand I'm not playing, I'm blowing some shit up. And I ain't blowing no shit up in Ukraine. I'm blowing some shit up in America. Point blank, boom. Now, I ain't nuking you, but I'm going to blow some shit up. I'm going to traumatize the American people. And see, that's where we're headed. Mainly because of the media. Secondly, because of liberals who voted these people in office and who have such Trump derangement that they ain't recognizing the fact that the same people you voted for, the same woman you just petitioned to be the president of the United States, the United States, the first black female president. She's the most blackest, most femalist, most president in the world, who ran $1 billion campaign and lost, and then had $40 million going missing and paid all the celebrities to help her, and she still lost. Is still in office, and they about to start World War III. Point blank period. Still in office and about to start World War III. And you ain't saying nothing because your feelings hurt because of misogyny and sexism and racism. Let me tell you what's racist. Nuclear bombs is racist against everybody. And let me tell you what else. Hypersonic missiles don't give a damn what your skin color is. They racist against everybody. They gonna kill all the races. Are y'all understanding what the hell I'm saying to you? Now, the left used to be anti-war. They would be the ones in the street. We don't want war. No war. In the wars. And they all locked in their damn houses, cutting off their damn hair, losing their damn mind. And here's the craziest thing. The areas that are most likely to get bombed, the cities that are most likely to get shelled, are liberal cities. New York, bugga-boom. Richmond, Virginia, bugga-boom, boom, boom. Los Angeles, bada-bing, bada-boom. Atlanta, pow. You the main damn target. Ain't nobody trying to blow up no Springfield, Ohio. No, ain't nobody worried about no Springfield. You were damn about no Springfield. So here's what's happened. This insane Trump derangement syndrome that has been ushered in since 2016 to 2024 has reached peak season. We've reached a peak season of retardation to where you're not even saying, hey, Joe, we voted for you. You're about to kill me and my family. Are you cat women? No, he gonna kill you and your cats. Taylor Swift, you ain't gonna have nobody go to your damn concert. Beyonce, your beehive is gonna get exterminated. And it seems like, to me, all those same people should be like, nah, we're not gonna have this war. But no, none of them saying nothing. Roland Martin, old punk ass, Roland, you ain't talking about the war? You know what I'm saying? Well, where you at, Roland? Where you at, Roland? Where are all these loudmouth liberals that want to attack Donald Trump when World War III is about to pop off? Where you at? They know where to be found. And and this is the craziest thing. If they blew up a major city, this is how compromised our media is. If they blew up New York City today and just dropped bombs on New York City, all punk ass media will blame it on Donald Trump. That's how compromised the American media is. And it's even worse is that the American people, the liberal people in America, would find a way to blame it on Donald Trump. Point blank period. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to tell you like this. It's time for you to put your big boys and big girl drawers on. Because if these people keep on doing this foolishness, it's going to pop off. It's getting ready to pop off. If they keep on playing games. And I know the American public has never felt the effects of war on American soil. We had Pearl Harbor. We had September 11th when somebody slammed some planes into buildings, or maybe rockets that they told us was planes. But we ain't never had no city bombed to the point to where you dealt with the destruction that people deal with all over the world. You haven't experienced it. And so, unfortunately, as much as I would like to say that we ain't getting close to it, we are getting close to it, and it will be horrific. And it'll be even more horrific for you liberals who don't know how to take care of yourself. It'll be even more horrific for you liberals who have not saved anything, you haven't prepped anything, you haven't done anything. it will be horrific for you. And you will have urged on, summoned, and prophesied your own destruction and the destruction of this nation. And I'm going to be the first person to say it. You will be to blame for it. Because you're deranged. And I'm sorry. It is what it is. So people can keep on acting a damn fool. I mean, they can keep on acting like you damn stupid. Watch this. Discussions over sending European troops to Ukraine reignited. Get over here. With the prospect of American disengagement from Kiev following Donald Trump's return to the White House, Paris and London are not ruling out leading a military coalition in Ukraine. So these two punks right here, they want to keep this war going. Now, we know Macron and this dude. So what they're saying is, no. We want to take over Ukraine, and we want to embezzle money into Ukraine, and we want to keep the war going so we can make money. Keir Starmer and Emmanuel Macron at the commemorations of the November 11th, 1918 armistice. As the conflict in Ukraine enters a new phase of escalation, discussions over sending Western troops and private defense companies to Ukraine have been revived, Le Monde has learned from corroborating sources. These are sensitive discussions, most of which are classified, relaunched in light of America's withdrawal from support for Kiev once Donald Trump takes office in January 2025. And you know what? I'm going to say this to you, ladies and gentlemen. As an American citizen, I want Donald Trump to withdraw us from the United Nations. And if they want to go over there and they want to die and they want Putin to blow their crap up, then go ahead. Go ahead. Send all your children over there to die. Send everybody over there to die, for all I care. But don't send our children, our resources, and don't risk our lives over the damn Ukraine. Nobody here gives a flying flip about the Ukraine. Even the people who flying flags outside of their house and had Ukraine flags on their Facebook bios really don't give a damn about Ukraine. They only gave a damn about opposing Donald Trump. And this is the craziest thing. They don't give a shit about Ukraine. They don't know no Ukrainians. They only care about being in opposition to what Donald Trump stood for. That's it. That's it. Them same people who got them flags, if bombs start dropping over here, they're going to take that shit off their house so quick it'll be ridiculous. Listen, I'm on to my next video. I wanted to make sure you guys understood this.